Yes, no, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. What do you maybe think could happen? Say it. Just tell me what you think.
6. Ooh, no. Never mind.
Anybody? Just kind of thinking about a common sense when I look at this. Totally. 6 times 2 is 12. I'm going to multiply the numbers on the outside. Then I'm going to multiply the numbers on the inside. The only thing is I actually don't want to multiply these numbers because then they're just going to make that bigger, which means then I'm going to have to shrink it back down again so I can figure out what's coming out. So now I've got 12. What's 35? What are two numbers to multiply to give me 35? Okay, so we got 7 times 5. What are two numbers to multiply to give me 15? 3 and 5. Okay. So do you see any pairs under there? So these two 5s are a pair. So that pair gets to come out. So I have 12 times 5. And then you see how this 7 and 3 don't have any buddies? Means they have to stay inside and clean house. Now what's 12 times 5?
60.
Good. That's multiplying radicals. The next one, negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. And then we go to 8 times 32. I happen to know that 8 is 2 cubed. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. If I continued, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. 32 is 2 to the 5th. How many total 2's do I have? Nah, I got 3, and I got a total of 8 2's in there that I'm multiplying, right? Okay. So how many pairs of 2's do I have? 4. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Remainder 0. So I got negative 15 times 2 to the 4th. Anybody know what 2 to the 4th is? What if I told you 2 cubed is 8?
16.
Very good. So we end up with negative 15 times 16, which equals negative 240. And y'all got a handy dandy calculator, so you guys just do it with a calculator on that. Okay. Now, the one we're getting right now is very similar. Do you think you can do number 3? Did you end up with 14 times 16, which equals?
224.
Excellent. Way to go. Hmm? Next one. What's in front of this radical right here? So that's like having a 1. So 4 times 1 is just 4. Then if we put these two together, we got 21 times 14. We got a to the 11th times a times b to the 15th. And then we're going to start working our way through those pieces. 21. numbers that multiply to give me 21. Okay. 11, it's right up there in the 14. Okay. How many A's do I have? Totally. How many B's do I have? Isn't it 15? Right? There's only the one B to the 15th. Okay. So now I want you to look at just the numbers. Do we have any buddies?
7.
We got a buddy pair of 7. So we got 4 times 7. What has to stay inside? And, which is? Perfect. A to the 12th. 2 goes into 12. How many times?
6.
Remainder? So 6 come out, none stay inside. B to the 15th. 15th divided by what? What's our root right now? No, I don't see a little 4 there. It's 2. 15 divided by 2 is 7. Remainder 1. So 7 come out and 1 stays inside. My 6 looks like a B too. Okay, one more. Taking a look at the last one. Let's go ahead and break it down as we put it in there. 21. Tell me the numbers. Okay. 54. What would 9 and be? 9 be? 3 times 3. What's 6? 3 and 2. Then how many A's do we have? Plus 10 A's. How many B's do we have? Good. Okay, now we're looking for pairs and the numbers alone. What do we have? How? We got 2 pairs of 3s. So that would be, if I have 2 pairs of 3s, how much comes out? What comes out? Multiplied. Very good. And then do I have a pair for the 7? Or the 2? So what stays inside? Which is, okay. A to the 10th. How many pairs are in that? Remainder. So all of them come out. B to the 14th. How many pairs? How many stay inside? Questions, problems. So, okay. Well, just to be clear, the last part of that was what we did yesterday and the day before. Keep in mind, this part right here was the multiplying. Going from here to here was yesterday and the day before. That was the simplifying. Okay?